All right, hi everyone. Welcome to our Yoga for Everybody session today. We are beginning with a little bit of reflexology to target our cardiovascular health. February is Heart Disease Awareness Month, #1 killer of women in the United States. So let's do just a little bit of work for our hearts. If you open the palms of the hands, let's take the left hand inside the right, and then place your right thumb on the center of that left hand and go ahead and just really firmly begin to circle around. It'll be about the size of a silver dollar that we're circling around clockwise on the hand. And the pressure is pretty firm on this too. And not only are we able to, just kind of sneak in a little bit of reflexology today, but also this could be helpful if you've had to sit at your desk today and type a lot. So hopefully warding off things like carpal tunnel and even arthritic type pain. Let's take it into the other hand. And as we put our right hand inside the left, thumb into the palm of the hand, we're circling counterclockwise now in the palm of the hand. And again, just enough pressure so that you're able to just provide to the body a self-massage, but definitely should not be any pain. If there are any tender spots, maybe pause if you hit a tender spot and just push on that spot. It could be that there is an actual knot in the fascia. It could be a blockage energetically. Let's relax the hands. From here, coming into any standing position where we're comfortable, let's focus on the breath. One hand on the belly and the other hand up on our heart. We're going to divide the breath into two parts today. As we inhale, we fill the lower belly with breath, and then bring it up to your chest and lift the heart, pull the ribs up. As we exhale, we relax the ribs down and then pull the stomach muscles in. So we're going to keep that rhythm of filling from the bottom up to the top, and then exhale, drop the ribs and pull the stomach in. And ultimately what we're creating here is almost like a standing abdominal crunch in the body. So it's working to hopefully tone very deep abdominal muscles. And at the same time, the contraction is helping to flush out what we call cortisol. Some of y'all have probably heard of cortisol. It's the stress hormone that can bathe your intestines in stress hormones, and it can cause what we call visceral fat, which is the fat that you don't see. It's the most dangerous fat that we link to heart disease. Inhale, belly up to the heart, lift the ribs, maybe even open the throat, especially if you've had to look ahead a lot today at your computer monitor. And then exhale, relax your upper body and pull the stomach in. Let's do one more. Inhale, belly up to the heart, and then exhale, relax your heart and relax your belly. Let's take the hands down beside us, bring the feet to the width of the pelvis bones. We're inhaling the arms straight up and overhead, big breath in. And then exhale, palms forward. Take those hands back and around, reach it all the way in front of the body with the palms facing up. Inhale, back and around, big breath in, reach. And then exhale, palms forward, back and around, straight forward, reach. And reach as if somebody's pulling on your hands. Maybe imagine like when we were kids, sort of like that childlike energy where you hold someone's hands in front of you and you both kind of can lean back. It's going to open the back of your heart. From here, coming to center, inhale, nice and tall, chin lift, palms forward, exhale, take it around, reach forward, open the back of the heart, take it back, inhale, one more, reach forward, and then open the back of the heart. Stretching those muscles that can get tight around your ribs. Sometimes we even get like a little pinch there in our middle back. When you're ready, relax those hands, stand nice and tall. Let's step our left foot back, keeping your right leg forward, bending that right knee. Bringing the hands together at the heart. We're holding it right here in a very conservative warrior one posture. From here, we can lower the chin and close our eyes, just giving our bodies an opportunity to embrace some stillness while we work on our center of gravity, and also while we're weight bearing, taking care of bone density. From here, open the eyes, let's look down towards our feet, stepping the left foot forward to the width of the pelvis bones. When you're ready, taking the right foot back, keeping a healthy bend in that left knee, Checking in with the foundation. Notice if you feel like you're shifted more forward or more back, and maybe even close the eyes and just kind of let your body sway forward and back a little bit, and find where there is that point that you're able to establish what we may feel as centered. This is the place where we can feel balanced. So as much as people say, I want to be more centered, I want to be more balanced, we have to feel it first, and that ultimately is what helps us to embody that character. When you're ready, open the eyes. Let's look down, stepping feet to the width of the pelvis bones. Let's add on to our centering technique. Left foot back, finding our center, opening the arms as if you're saying, mi casa es su casa. There you go. And then pull the elbows back, press the shoulders away from your ears. Maybe look up. Let's get a big stretch in the lymph nodes that move from the backs of the ears all the way down to the throat. Looking forward, closing this up, stepping to the width of the pelvis bone, switching sides, right foot back, left knee bends. Ready? It's the mi cocina movement. Mi casa es su casa. Would you like chips and salsa? Yes. Pressing your shoulders down, lifting the chin, looking up. Breathing deeply into the heart space, exaggerate the breath in the chest, big inhale. Looking forward, closing it up. Now let's try it so that it's rhythmic. One breath, one movement, and you can close your eyes at any time. Closing the eyes does make it more challenging. Left foot back, inhale, open, look up. Exhale, come forward, strong mountain foundation. Other foot back, inhale. Looking up, centering our weight, exhale forward. At least a couple more on each side. You could always pause. You could even move slower or faster than me, simply establishing a rhythm that fits your own unique breath. The breath is the boss here. The breath is the one that ultimately leads the entire practice. One more on each side. Taking our sweet time so that we have lots of opportunities to be aware of those cues from the breath. Eventually, we're meeting with our feet forward in a strong mountain expression. Let's circle sweep the arms straight up overhead, lacing the fingers, inverting the palms, and pressing through the palms of the hands. Now, maybe take a moment and notice the sensations around your neck and shoulder. This is a movement that has the potential to strengthen those muscles, but it can also kind of be uncomfortable. So if you're noticing any pain, bend the elbows, drop those shoulders away from the ears. You could even push out at an angle or in front of the body. So take a moment, kind of tune in and notice maybe, respectively, what is working for your body best today. Remember, you have lots of options. You can experiment with different movements, and you're allowed to change your mind anytime in an effort to create more comfort for yourself, not just in yoga, that's in everyday life. Let's lean it over to the left, push into the outer blade of the right foot. Imagine you're stepping down into very soft earth so that we feel like there's a give in that right hip down to the earth. Pull up from your right armpit, as if you're trying to open that waistline. Oh yes, that's opening the liver, From here, let's look over to the left. Imagine that your breath is moving only into the upper right lung. Big breath in. And exhale, soften it. We're staying for 2 more. Inhale, breathe into the upper right lung. Open that armpit a little more. And then exhale. 1 more, big breath. And exhale, bring it to center. From here, let the hands come down, shake it off for a moment, roll out the wrist. Notice if you feel different from left to right already. It could also be like a pretty significant difference. Let's do the other side. Inhale, arms up, lacing the fingers. Okay, now notice how the fingers are laced. Most right-handed people would have their left thumb over the right now. Let's switch it out. and do the other side. I know, relax your jaw. I know it feels weird. As soon as we switched it, half of you went. So relax your muscles in your face. Let's invert the palms, press it up. And again, check in. Just that little shift in that lacing of the fingers can create really different sensations for us. And it's okay. Get used to feeling different things. That's what's going to keep you adhering to your New Year's resolutions. Let's shift down into the outer blade of the left foot. Pull out of that left armpit. Look to the right this time and lean just a little bit over. This is the perfect pose for a rainy, cold day like this. On days like this, our bodies can sense the change and our metabolism can actually drop. So we are trying to raise our metabolism in this cold, yucky weather. Breathe into the upper left lung. Pull up out of the waistline, press down into the outer part of the left foot. On the exhale, naturally, there'll be a little bit of a retraction of the muscles there. One more, big inhale. And now exhale, bring it to center, let the hands down and shake it off. And if you start feeling a little warmer, I promise you're doing it right. Let's take the feet out wider than the width of our hips. We're starting with both toes forward, so we have a firm standing straddle foundation, lots of stability in the low back. We're lifting our right toe and turning it out to this side wall. Taking the arms out. From here, let's reach forward. Imagine you're trying to stretch your armpit out over your right knee. Another thing to maybe think about is contract the left rib towards the left hip. So oftentimes what our body likes to do here is our body likes to relax, like we're going to do a cartwheel, but we're going to encourage a little more dynamic tension. So keep crunching on the left side of your body, crunching the intestines, and relax your jaw. Remember to smile. Smile with your eyes. It is a core strengthener. You're doing so good. Your body loves this. Just smile about it. The more you smile about it, the more your body goes, I guess I'm in agreement with this. I guess I'll come back next week. Take your right hand to the right thigh. Let's lift the left arm up as if you're waving towards me. Inhale, reach a little more, maybe even press into that right hand. We can look up, even if just for a fraction of a moment, looking up to strengthen the neck. If it's painful, look straight ahead. So that's kind of like more neutral, but it's still work. And also we could look down, which is not neutral. There's rotation here, but we're going to work with gravity. So less neck strain, less neck pain. Take one big breath here. Big inhale. Exhale. Good. Left hand to the hip. Let's bend the right knee. From here, pushing off that leg, reaching straight up with our right hand. Looking up at the right hand this time, you're holding on to 100 helium balloons. So we're pushing down into that right foot, back into the left foot, and then reaching up. So there's two different ways to work with the sensations in the bodies here. You can imagine that you're holding on to 100 helium balloons, so it's a sensation of a lift, or you can grasp hold of imaginary monkey bars and then make yourself heavy in your hips. And in either way, what's going to happen is hopefully you get a stretch right here in your lymph nodes on the side of the heart. This is the receiving side of the heart energy. This is what helps us to receive the blood that's going to be freshly oxygenated by our bodies. Big inhale. Exhale. Two more. Blood needs oxygen. One more. Big breath in. And exhale. Both hands to the hips. Both toes forward. Turning the left toe out to the side. Arms out. Check in with the knees, especially the ladies in the group. Check in with your knees. We are more prone to locking our knees out. In psychosomatic studies, they say when you lock your joints a lot, you're stubborn. You don't have to believe me. I know it may not be true. It may not. And men lock their knees out too. I just want to throw that out there, okay? All right, from here, keeping the joints soft, let's reach forward. Press that right hip back out behind you. Maybe even close your eyes and be aware of your tailbone, the very end of the spine. And imagine your tailbone is being pulled back towards the right heel. Reaching out, keep opening that left armpit. Squeeze the right rib into the waistline and press that right shoulder towards your right hip. And remember to smile. Or lift your eyebrows, act surprised. At least act surprised. Oh my gosh. You feel that? It's your core. Let's take our left hand down to our left thigh, extending the right arm straight up overhead. From here, inhale, reach, press into the legs so that we come out of that waistline, looking up, strengthening the neck. So important for those of us who are stuck behind a desk for hours on end. We do want to strengthen the neck. If it becomes painful, look straight ahead. That's like the happy medium. Or look down at the ground. Looking down to the floor is going to be like the kindest expression to the body. When you're ready, let's slowly lower that right hand to the hip, bending the left knee. We're pushing off that left leg and then reaching straight up overhead. Breathe into that upper left lung this time. The left side of the heart is responsible for giving back to the body. So right here, maybe consider this an act of radical self-love to give back to yourself on these days where you get really busy. All on its own, this can be an act of self-care. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, soften a little. 2 more big breaths up into the left side of the chest. Remember to smile, reinforcing the idea that it's good to give back to yourself. It is. Big inhale. And now exhale, relax that arm down. Both hands to the waist. Let's turn that left toe in. From here, we're only leaning forward with 10% of our effort. You could turn your toes in a little bit, like a little bit of pigeon toe. This particular movement is to open your low back and SI joint. If you've had to sit a lot today, there may have been a lot of pressure there and also limited blood flow. So we're trying to open up some larger blood vessels also to promote healthy circulation. So we're only coming forward, again, maybe 10% effort. A little bit goes a long way with this. Every inhale, breathe into the center chest and lift a tiny bit. And then exhale from your throat. Try to relax the jaw. There is a connection between the jaw and the hips. The more we relax the jaw, the greater probability that we'll be able to soften the low back, again, promoting better circulation. And that can affect even swelling in our legs. It can affect blood clots in the legs. Big inhale. Exhale. Just one more. Let it all go. From here, let's come up to center. Easy does it. Heels in, toes out, with a pretty conservative stance on this. So now we're stabilizing the low back. We're opening the inner hip. Again, more healthy circulation because you probably have to sit like this. We want to open this. There's a lot of lymph nodes in here that we're going to target. Let's take the arms up. And then gentle rotation to the right, not very much at all. Imagine that your left hip and left knee are pressing back. What will naturally happen in the twist is that left knee is going to try to rotate in, and we don't want that. It's called a torque, pressure with a twist. Nothing in the body needs to be torqued, ever, ever. Come to center. Exhale, tiny twist to the left. Again, notice if you feel that feeling like it's going to twist into your leg. Push that right hip back. Press the right knee out towards the right pinky toe. Bring it to center. Let's add on to this, both legs straight, arms overhead. Press into the hands. Exhale, bring it down, stabilize. And now gentle twist right. Inhale, center. Bring it up. Exhale, down. Little twist to the left. We're going to dissect this a few more times. Coming to center. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, down. Little twist over to the right. Bring it to center. Inhale up. Exhale down. Little twist. So we've gone from the dissection of it. Now let's bring it all together. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, twist it down. Easy does it. Inhale up. Exhale, twist it down. That's right. Get all the grocery bags out of the trunk of the car and then put them down on the other side. Inhale, bring it up. Not just any grocery bags, y'all. Pick up all your HEB grocery bags. Yes. Let me tell you what the best medicine is next to yoga. A trip to HEB, right past the tortilla aisle. Big inhale up and exhale down. Last one, other side. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's walk the feet in and go ahead and shake it all off. Shake it off. Move your shoulders around, kick out the legs, move the ankles. All right, let's work with just a little bit more of twisting. We're going to take our toes together and our heels have a little bit of space. This is one we've been practicing the last couple of weeks. So just to show you first what the most common misalignment is, when you come down, as we twist to the right, what usually happens is our hip drops and our knee protrudes out. We're going to push that hip back, push the knee back, and try to keep those knees stacked and even the whole time. You'll get a better twist and you might get a hot flash at this point. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, little twist to the right. Easy does it, hold it, check in with that left hip, pushing the left hip back and right hip forward. Flip the hips back and lift through the heart. Stay here, look down, exhale all the way and pause. Pull the muscles up in the pelvis. Now 1, 2, 3, surprise. Twist a little more. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Come to center and relax. All right, let's do the other side. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Gentle twist over to the left. Push the hips back. Check in with that right hip. We're pressing our right hip back, right knee back. Looking down at the floor. Exhale all the way, pause. Chin to chest, pelvic floor lifts. 1, 2, 3, surprise. Pull the navel in and up, squeeze a little more. You can do it. 3, 2, 1. Take it out, come to center, shake it off. All right, let's close with some special breathing techniques today. So there's a breathing technique considered advanced in yoga. It's called the breath of fire. This is a simple breathing technique that can lift your metabolism and can also burn off toxic stress hormones. It can help you to feel more alert, but it's not alert like Starbucks alert. It's alert like no anxiety, no chaos. You see clearly and you just feel more balanced. So this breathing technique, to begin teaching it, I invite you to first practice panting like a dog. And when you do, yes, you heard me right, put your hand right here. So if you find your belly button and come up, you know, your ribs, you have your sternum and then your ribs are going to come down. We want to find that soft spot under the sternum between the ribs, this spot right here. So this is the energy of the solar plexus. That's where it is. Now, while we pant like a dog a little bit, notice the contraction that happens there when you do that. Let's try it together. Big inhale, pant like a dog. Oh, y'all think this is funny. I'm the one on camera. It's being recorded. Do you feel that movement right there? Okay. So this is what we're going to try. We're going to try panting like a dog, but then keep your mouth together. And naturally, the air is going to come up. It'll move from the throat. It might come out of the nose a little bit, but you're going to keep that panting action. Okay, so exhale all the way. Half of an inhale. And now pant. It is an abdominal workout. So if you notice that your stomach muscles get tired, that's what it's for. Okay, relax. We're going to do 2 more rounds. I promise you, these are deep, deep muscles. They will get toned very fast. Let's do another round. So exhale all the way. The trick is only halfway inhale. Pause, and now pant. Relax. We're doing about 18 to 25 of those contractions in the belly. Big exhale. Half an inhale. Last time through. Pause, and now pant about 20 times. And now relax. Relax your shoulders back and down. I promise I didn't just make it up on the fly. It is called breath of fire. From here, let's sweep the arms up overhead, big breath in, and then sweep them back and around. Reaching up, exaggerating the reach so we get that full body stretch. This is helping to counter any sitting we had to do today. One more, big inhale. Exhale back. Let's place one hand over the heart and just give it a gentle tap. Closing the eyes, we can even bow our head. Practice deep breathing here. Big inhale. Bigger exhale. Exhale, more important than the inhale. This is a technique used to stimulate the thymus, so hopefully improving our response to various stressors. And as we improve our stress response, we become more resilient, which means we can bounce back. And with that, usually we have a healthier immune system. All that just from giving yourself a pat. One more big breath and let it go. From here, I invite you to join me with hands at the heart. It's our traditional opening and closing gesture in yoga classes. It symbolizes seal of physical reverence. What is it to revere the physical form, to honor the physical form? Take in a big breath. Exhale from your throat. On the next one, we can bow together. Big inhale. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Go enjoy the rest of your beautiful day. Another one down.